All right, man. Shawn Porter saying that he's saying that Wilder and Usyk is better than Usyk and versus Fury. All right, let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go out live or drop video, and I think that's just common sense. Depending on what Deontay Wilder got left. Now, if Wilder got that same stuff he had left, the first fight with Fury. I mean, if he's Wilder, absolutely. No doubt in my mind that it's a better fight. It's awkward versus awkward. Not in the sense of orthodox or unorthodox. I just mean like, they both awkward, unorthodox type fighters. Anything can happen. When you look at Fury and Usyk, you're gonna see a chess match. But the thing about Tyson Fury, he can turn into a boulder that come forward and press the action. But the thing about doing that, Usyk understands leverage against bigger fighters. And that's why I'm trying to tell people he understands leverage. And, you know, that's some similar to Terrence Crawford. He understands, how to generate power and where his power is coming from. And that's the beautiful thing about it. He understands, like, the it's like the boxing is a science, but you could tell they both have some type of wrestling background. And you notice some of the things that Usyk did versus Anthony Joshua. It's a lot of things that kind of went under the radar. And just little things. This is how he dropped his weight and how he shifts his weight. He popped Joshua in the mouth with a shoulder. That shit was cold. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Terrence Crawford. You look at that Jeff Horn fight. Look how he getting up underneath him. And even with Shawn Porter, he did it in a little different way to Shawn Porter because he's a better athlete. But it's just man. Once you know what to look at, dude, you like, man. You like, wow. It's just a work of beauty. It's kind of outside the boxing realm. That's why parents should put their kids in all type of sports. Black people just believe in putting them in basketball, football. But once you play basketball, football, baseball, soccer, wrestling, whatever it may be, lacrosse, all those different movements help build a better athlete in the sport that you pick to pursue. You know what I'm saying? It's just you are a better, well-rounded athlete. You're more fluid. And a lot of those different techniques, if it's dancing, if it's ballet and tap dancing, if it's wrestling, if it's some of the movement, ballroom and jazz, whatever it may be, that builds the best athlete. And I think Papachenko understood that with Lomachenko. It really teaches awkward balance. And I kind of agree with Shawn. I definitely agree with Shawn Porter. If Wilder's still the same. You know, you know, you know, and it's just they both awkward, bro. They both so awkward, dude. That and people say, well, Usyk can outbox Wilder. I mean, who hasn't? Literally, who hasn't? Only remains to Vern and maybe a few other people that I can't think of is on that short list. So I mean, when you talk about certain things, man, but it is, and styles make fights. Just because it's undisputed, don't mean it's going to be a great fight, or it's going to be a competitive fight, or it's going to be a barn burner. It don't. That don't mean nothing. And Deontay Wilder and Usyk, but if I'm Usyk, I wouldn't even bother. Only if I wanted to make a name. Only if I wanted to make a name in the States. If that really, that's something that Klitschko always wanted to do, is make a name in the States. But Shawn Porter liked the matchup between Deontay Wilder and unified heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk a lot more than seeing Tyson Fury face the times Ukrainian for undisputed championship. Porter feels that Wilder Usyk is a fight that will keep boxing fans at the edge of their seat, start to finish. the one punch power. Former WC heavyweight champion Wilder, 42 1 and 41 big ones, is what makes the fight so compelling. In contrast, Porter sees Usyk Fury fight as a better boxing match, which won't be the cup of tea that the average fan is looking for. Fans want to see a non-stop action, not a boxing match involving a lot of movement and constant feints. Now, that's true. And some purists like me, you love the chess matches. You love, or hardcore fans too. You love the chess matches. Because you just love back and forth. You love the technical side of things. But it's a place for that, and it's a place for it's a place for the bang bang and the shootouts, man. So to me, I mean, too much technical, is but it's never too much action. You know what I'm saying? It's never too much action. So that's the beautiful thing about it. So that's what you love about it. But continue on. And quote, you could see that Joshua was prepared, but not prepared enough, said Shawn Porter. The fight hype by Anthony Joshua recently lost those Usyk. He's a big ninth round. He had a big ninth round, and I felt like he should have opened the fight like that in the ninth round. Quote, that's the fight that I really want to see, said Porter, fight between Usyk and Wilder. Believe it or not, I want to see that more than I want to see Usyk and Fury. I think the styles matchup is better. He said, when we get Usyk and Fury, that's the best boxing match we can get at heavyweight. But in terms of keeping ourselves on the edge of our seat, it's Usyk and Wilder. He should have emptied the tank early and let the fight be what it was going to be. Porter continued on Joshua. He should have went for the KO early and put some real serious pressure on Usyk earlier. And that's a fact. Don't forget to throw Anthony Joshua in there with Usyk, Fury or Wilder. Those are better fights than Usyk and Fury as well too. The Usyk and Joshua fight, it wasn't, it was a good fight, but it wasn't gonna be what those other ones were gonna be, you know, you know. So I mean, it is what it is. But those fights are just better, you know. And Deontay Wilder is gonna catch him. And Wilder just got more nuts than he just got more nuts than Anthony Joshua. And that's just what it is. He got more nuts. And that's the difference. And he just ain't as prideful, in my opinion. He just don't have that pride, bro. And that's the issue right there. You when you start to look at, when you start to look at kind of where mentally Anthony Joshua is at, bro, he's just not the same fighter. He's just not the same fighter, bro. And I think Tyson Fury, Usyk, and Wilder just got too much killer for him. I think with Vladimir Klitschko dropped his ass, I think that was the end of that gangster type Anthony Joshua. But that's just my opinion. But he goes on. If any, we went down too far. Hold on. If anything, you take something out of your opponent. Yeah, you're taking something out of yourself, but you're taking something from out of your opponent. Usyk is the man at the heavyweight right now. Our favorite Fury, I think, said Porter about a fight between Usyk and Fury for undisputed heavyweight championship. I don't think we'll see that fight. I don't think we'll see that fight. I do favor Fury. I think we're gonna see it. Now you're going against size, speed, and power and boxing ability, all those components that Usyk has that separates him from everyone else in the division. It doesn't separate him from Fury. I think I might favor Fury in that one. I might say Shawn Porter. So, but he right about most of the stuff that he said, if not everything he said. And Wilder and Fury is just lightning ready to strike, And Wilder is shown that he willing to go out on his shield, and that's That's what people love about Deontay Wilder. He willing to go. He willing to go out on the shield. You know, so he willing to go out on the shield. And one thing about it's just two awkward fighters that make and two offensive fighters that make for a good fight. So yeah, it's a better fight. And Joshua and Wilder is probably a better fight than Fury. It is a better fight than Fury and Usyk as well. It is. No doubt about it. It is a superior fight. But then again, I mean, do Usyk really feel like he got to take the risk? That's the $1 million question. Do he feel like he need to take that risk versus Wilder? I got all the belts. Do I really want to mess with a dude that's so unpredictable? Like, what advantage? Fury Usyk gonna box and all that, but if he touch Usyk, man, he not gonna be able to take that power. I'm telling you, and he will touch Usyk. He will probably if he's still the same fighter. He probably gonna knock Usyk out. But it just shows you styles make fights. That's an unnecessary risk for Usyk to take. Very unnecessary. Go in there, he rock a bye baby your ass. He like, yeah. But that's what boxing is about. And will it be enough money will it be enough money for Usyk into it? And then does Al Heyman and them want to make that fight? It ain't what Deontay Wilder want. It ain't what no other PBC fighter want. It's what Al Heyman wants to do. That's what it's about. It's what Al Heyman want. Don't forget that. It's what Al Heyman want. It ain't what these dudes want or don't want. It's what Al want. It's Al's plan. But I agree with Shawn Porter. It's my opinion. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, the whole nine, Stitcher, Radio Public. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls got in the comment section. Peace.